Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil. Today, taking a look at Wugtrio Mill. This was a deck suggested in a comment for one of my other videos, so appreciate the suggestion and happy to take a look at it. I've done a video on Wugtrio a while ago. I think it would have been 6 months ago or something, so several expansions ago, and there are new cards to make the deck better, so it's definitely worth taking a look at the deck now. This deck does survive, or at least Wugtrio does, as well as a number of other cards, survives rotation. So there is Great Tusk coming out, which is maybe the better mill option. We'll have to see what those options are post-rotation. But right now, Wugtrio is definitely, it is, I think, the best mill option. Undersea Tunnel does, you flip 3 coins, discard the top 3 cards of your deck for each of those heads. And so you're going to average, what, 1.5 heads, right, out of the 3. So you get 3, so you're going to average 4.5 cards. Which is better than Durant. Durant right now is the other option, caps out at 4. Probably 3 is about more typical you're going to average, so is the best option. Setting up is hard. We do need to get 3 energies on, so we'll take a look at the deck and see how it can make that work. We also do play some basic water. You can do headbutt with the deck, but we don't really want to use that most likely. So it's a 4-4 line of that, because this is really all we want to attack with. You can dig a little. You know, sometimes that's the play if that's what you're set up to do. No reason not to do it. You flip a coin for 1 energy, discard the top card if it's heads. So not doing a ton with it, but just getting a little bit of annoyance potentially there. And then a 2/2 Bibarel and 1 Skwovet. It's an engine you should be familiar with. If you don't know what the engine is, just let me know in the comments below, and I will give a greater explanation at some point. I don't want to keep explaining these common features to most decks in every video. So I'm trying to find the balance there. Okay, so getting into the list, it's got, well, energy first. 4 reversal energy. This is the key to it. You need to fall behind it in prizes to use it. But then as long as it's attached, if you're behind in prizes and it's attached to a single prize Pokemon, provides 3 energy of any type. We don't care about the type, we just need colorless. But 3 energies, that's the cost we need. So that's really good. The problem, of course, is 1, you have to fall behind in prizes. Look, we can find a way to do that, I imagine. That's not going to be the issue, but we only have 4 copies, so we need some other energies to make it happen. We can recover up to 1 reversal too, the way that I built this deck, but we play 2 DTEs and 2 basic water. You could just play, the basics are here, not really for the water to the attack, but I needed some type of basic energy because I wanted to put Raihan in the deck. Right, Raihan I think brings a lot of value. We'd certainly lose that with rotation, but it's good for a deck like this. And then the DTEs, right? 1 DTE, 1 basic water, and that pays for the attack too, and don't have to be behind the prizes. So there's times that is the route we are going. Okay, diving into the trainers here. All right, let's say 2 Ultra Balls, right? We need to get those evolutions. More Ultra Balls would be good, but there's a lot of pieces in this list, and that's partly where things get a little dangerous, I will say. 2 Raihan. I could drop that to 1. Raihan's just really good though, because we need to get the energy. A lot of times you might, especially we need to get that reversal energy or whatever. So really good card having Raihan in the deck. So 2 copies there, and I don't think 1 Pal Pad. Okay, I am playing that. So which recovers up to 2 supporters. So that helps. 2 switch cards, no rope. The reason why I'm playing Switch No Rope is we want to get the opponent's active. We want to get something stuck in the opponent's active spot that they can't attack with. Buy ourselves some time because we're not winning fast with this deck unless we get super lucky with the setup and flipping heads, and that's not usually what's going to happen. So we want to get them, slow down our opponent, get them a few turns where they can't attack. That's usually pretty important here. Rescue Carrier, this is rotating. A deck like this, it's really critical for, so Wugtrio will take a definite blow losing this. But 2 Pokemon from the discard pile, you put them directly into your hand with 90 HP or less. So that means, besides the barrel, the Skwovet, it means Wiglett and Wugtrio get back into hand, so we can get a Wiglett Wugtrio back into hand the following turn to keep attacking, because that's also one of the challenges with this deck, getting set up. Do you flip heads, and then do you stream attacks? Because you've got to stream attacks with a deck like this, and I find that the deck tends to falter at some point, and even if you're winning, once you miss an attack, or even worse, 2 attacks, you find yourself in a lot of trouble. 4 Level Ball gets all our basics, so better than Nest Ball, plus it gets us our Stage 1 Wugtrio. 1 Echoing Horn The idea behind this is we want to get something stuck in the active spot or can't attack with, like I said. So this gets a Pokemon from the discard pile onto the bench. 2 Iono that can actually get your opponent to draw a bigger hand at times. It gets worse as the game goes on as they've taken more prizes, but for twofold, it lets us see 6 new prizes. We're probably not taking any prizes as the game goes on, and especially early on, if you can get your opponent into a bigger hand, if they only have like 2 cards, Iono to them to 6. That doesn't feel good normally, but here you're getting them closer to decking out, so it actually has some value here, right? We want to get the deck as small as possible. 1 Peonia, very important card, rotating, so that hurts a deck like this. Put up 3 prize cards in your hand. Then for each prize card you put a card back from your hand into the prize slots, and you actually get to choose where they go. It's very good. It's the way to dig cards out of the prizes, which you may need. Could also play Hisuian Heavy Ball, but I don't think the deck needs that. I've seen lists that play that. I think Peonia is better, and I don't think we need to do both. 3 Counter Catchers. This wasn't part of the deck originally when I did it because I'm pretty sure it wasn't around. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will let me know on that. But it only works when you're behind the prizes. We're doing that, so gust something up, really good. And of course, it's an item, so you can still play your supporter for turn. 1 Erika's Invitation. This one, if your opponent is getting particularly if they get growing a big hand, which is a good strategy against Milk, have a big hand, and then I Iono them back in to fill up that deck, so you're reducing what your opponent, so you see those key cards your opponent's not milling away. That's a solid strategy against Mill. We'll certainly talk about how to play against Mill in this video as well, because, playing Mill is one thing. I always want to consider how to play against a deck as well. So Erika's Invitation can be a good card. Opponent reveals their hand, they put a basic on the bench, pull it into the active. 2 Misfortune Sisters, just a good way to get rid of some cards to the deck. I've played it even at 4 copies at times, but I think there's other pieces because we need to set up, and so too heavy a Misfortune Sisters I think was a mistake in my build, so drop that number. But you look at the top 5 cards, put any discard any items there, so some more milling, super awesome. 4 Energy Loto. 4 of these is a bit rough, but we need to get those reversal energies or those double turbo energies. Energy Lotto is the one way to let us look at the top 7 cards of the deck. It lets us get special energies. That's the point, right? Other cards get basic energies. Energy Lotto lets us hopefully get special energies. 1 Pal Pad, like I said. 3 Artisans. We need a bunch of basics into play. Buddy Poffin will be good in this deck, I think, if we want to play it post rotation. But Artisan, right, this will be in format 2, put a non-Rulebox Pokemon onto the bench. We don't have any Rulebox Pokemon, right? Yep, right, no Radiant Pokemon. Just double checking. I didn't think so. Just trying to remember where I was with the different changes to this build. Roseanne's Backup. Don't play this a lot, so let me go over this one. You get 4 choices. It's an appealing card, but it's also hasn't been great. You have 4 options. You can choose 1 or up to as many as up to 4 of these things. Put cards for the discard pile back into your deck. A Pokemon, a tool card, a stadium, and an energy. It lets us get back that reversal energy, really good. Lets us get back our tool that we play, that's good. And of course, Pokemon is useful as well. So it can be good because getting energies to attack, we got to keep attacking, got to keep attacking, got to keep attacking. If we can't get the energies we need attached, then we have a problem there. 4 Arven, item, and a tool. Again, things like Energy Lotto to get the energy, or something else like Counter Catcher, and gets us a tool, which is the next card we'll see. So that is Blunder Policy. Play 2 copies. More copies could be good, but deck space is always an issue. If the Pokemon this card is attached to uses an attack, and if you flip coins for a damage or effect of that attack, and discarding is an effect of the attack. And if any of them are tails, which will happen a majority of the time, you'll get at least 1 tails. If you get all heads, that's awesome. But if you hit any tails, then you draw 3 cards at the end of your turn. So just a way to draw more cards, because the engine, getting an engine going is difficult too. So there's extra cards, really important. And then 2 Iridas. This is the last change I made. Search your deck for basic, for not a basic, for a water Pokemon, which is Wugtrio as well. Wugtrio plus the basic, and also put an item card right into your hand. So just really good there. So you get the Wugtrio, the Wiglett, which are good cards, and an item there. Not of course Blunder Policy, even though it says item, it is a tool, and they made the change that tools are no longer items. You probably know that, but for people that weren't around back when that change took place, they might not be aware that that tools are no longer items, even though it says it on the card. So that's the list, fairly straightforward list for what it does. Getting setup's the challenge, and then of course streaming attacks, and then are we going to get lucky and hit enough heads? So let's take a look on the ladder and see what we can do. All right, hopefully I played better than the last game. I won. I don't know if I'm uploading the game or not. I won, but I played terribly. Maybe this music is too relaxing. It's putting me to sleep. I don't know. It was a bad game is all I can say. My opponent made a few mistakes, but hey, I just made, just unforgivable errors in that game. So need to learn from those mistakes and play better this time. So going second, that's not ideal. Okay, see what happens here. But I can Irida, which is good. I have Level Ball. See what happens. I need my opponent to take a knockout in order for me to be able to attack, probably. So maybe going second's better. Oh, Squirtle. Okay, so this is some type of a Blastoise attack. I don't know what all the Blastoises in the game are right now, right? I really don't. Bidoof, okay. Probably don't want to attack with Bidoof, so having targets to gust up is always good as well. So Irida, grab Wiglett, grab item, which at this point will be a Level Ball, right? I want to get some engine pieces down as well. Okay. So bench the Wiglett, and I think bench a Bidoof, and I might as well bench a Skwovet. Just get myself really set up. I have Bibarel, so setting up a Skwovet Bibarel next turn. Maybe I will attach. I guess I will attach a reversal to the benched Pokemon. And then I kind of wait to see what happens. So end turn, right? They might gust up this Wiglett, but then if I have the reversal in hand to attack with the other Wiglett, I have the barrel, which then means in a Skwovet. So hopefully I can get Blastoise EX. What's he do? Is he okay? Retreat cost is 3, which could be good if I can stall things out. So Irida, what are they grabbing? Raihan Ninja. All right, Raihan Ninja is bad for me. I don't play Manaphy, so but they need to attach to Blastoise this turn, right? And I should be able to mill. I can counter up the Bidoof, Counter Catcher Bidoof with what I have here. So this is looking pretty good. Let them keep digging, of course. They haven't dug through much of their deck yet, but it's 3 energies for Raihan Ninja. So unless they play like a Palkia, that's a lot of attachments to to make him happen. All right, to getting the knockout, but I needed that to happen. I got the Wiglett without the energy. That's exactly what I wanted. So Counter Catcher, super good. I don't think I want a Rescue Carrier for 1. I could, but I think that's playing a little too scared for me, right? I need things to go my way. So now I Skwovet, because otherwise I have a barrel for 2. And I think Skwovet and then the barrel is the better play. I could have used Rescue Carrier and then attached, to. Okay, I have the attacker, which is good. Echoing Horn's nice as well. So Arven. And a tool. Oh, yeah. Get my tool. I can get down another Wiglett here, right? Okay, just looking through. And I might be able to... did I play energy? I attached this turn. Right? Let me just double check. I don't want to... No, he was already attached, right? So I have not attached energy for turn. Okay, so let me get the Wiglett first, then Energy Loto, which, and since... and I can attach a single energy as well. Whatever. So I'll attach the water because the water has value to me. Because then I can attach with a DTE and attack next turn. Or if they, and of course it opens up the Raihan possibly down the road. So got my, was it Blunder Policy? So let's see. Wow, every time I've attached Blunder Policy, I have in attacked, I've hit in all heads, I gotta say. So it is my lucky charm. It means I actually haven't drawn a card yet in a couple of games with Blunder Policy. But hey, I'll take, if Blunder Policy guarantees me heads each time, I will take it. I don't, it hasn't been that many times to say it's some glitch in the game, but I gotta pay attention to that. Okay, gonna gust up the Bibarel, which is fine. So they're stalling me out a little bit. I'm guessing. I mean, they could knock him out, and that's okay too. If they knock him out, I attack again the following turn. I haven't played Switch yet, right? I could attach a DTE to Bibarel, or I could get a Switch, right? I'd rather get the Switch because I'd like to attach the DTE to the Wiglett. So getting energy back. So they play, that was Palkia, right? So Palkia, which means they can then attack potentially with Radiant Greninja. I don't know if they play more than a 1/1 line of Palkia though. Right, and they haven't gotten the V down, so they're knocking me out, that's okay. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I lose my engine. I do lose my engine, but you know that is life. Is there a basic? Do I want to bench Manaphy? That's actually pretty good. I don't think Manaphy helps me though, right? On the bench. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, I Skwovet here. This is where it's not great, but I do. You know, okay. Well, that's good as well. Just kind of setting up the next turn. What do I have? Do I have another Bibarel in deck though, or not? I do. So I'll drop down a Bidoof. Just increasing the odds of things. And you know, if I flip tails, I get some cards, which I could really use those 3 cards. Of course, heads are awesome. Heads. And heads. Once again, Blunder Policy guarantees 3 heads. Now the problem is I've hit double. I've hit 3 heads twice now, but they still have a lot of cards in deck. I got to do 2 more times to win the game, and I don't know if that's going to happen. The odds of that happening aren't good. They're going to take the knockout this turn. All right, Pokestop. Maybe that's just slow me down. I don't know if they're going to use it or not. We will see. We will see, right? I mean, the more they dig through their deck, no, they're just going to take the knockout. So that's okay. So I need to get lucky here. You know, Pokestop. I'm going to have to play Pokestop if that's. Okay, I have attack. Do I want to... I think I need to Pokestop. I don't love it here, but I could Skwovet, right? No, I don't have a hand, so I can't Skwovet. That's right. I was like, why'd Skwovet go away? That's right. I think that was the right play. I lose all those cards. That's unfortunate, right? And I really needed to hit like a 1, 2, 3. Whoa, I am just cruising through this game. The problem is, of course, at this point, I've now stalled out on my attacks, and I don't feel, you know, I mean, I've done crazy good with these heads, of course. But now I'm missing an attack, and I'm probably going to lose, and it's probably going to cost, and I don't know, I can't attack next turn, and I don't know if I can attack the turn after that, right? So I've got to, so I have a setup turn here. I'll send up the Skwovet, because the Bidoof is better the following turn, I think. And, you know, and then I got to hit like 3 heads. So I've got to get a Wiglett into play this turn, or else I'm basically guaranteed to lose. What do I want to do? Do I want to... I mean, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make the Pokestop because Energy Loto is good if I get something I need. Okay, Rescue Carrier is quite nice, right? Very nice. So I will take you, and I will take you, which means I am well on my way to attacking. Give me. Oh, I needed. That's unfortunate for me, but you know what I do here? I Counter Catcher, and now you've got to get an extra energy. I'm going to end turn because the Wugtrio is good, right? I mean, I could have Skwovet and hoped I got a supporter. I don't know. Not sure about that. Did I use the stadium? I don't know if I wanted to use the stadium anyway. I was mixed up. I know I did use Pokestop. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I remember now what I got. And so Iono. So I kind of wish I had Skwoveted then. But okay. That's okay. That's pretty good for me. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. Iono. So Bibarel. I need a switching card. Get rid of the Pokestop. I don't want to use Pokestop. I could Iono this turn. So what I have just so a bunch of just taking a gander through what I have here. So I have one switch card, which I have to get switched in order to be able to attack. That's part of my situation here. I don't have. Do I have Raihan? Okay, I'm gonna attach energy. So I do have Raihan in deck, which would let me attack. So I want to. Let's think. I could Iono. I draw 3 cards. And then I could Iono. I'm going to hang on to the Iono, because Iono still might be good. I'm trying to think, do I want to have the Iono as an option? Is there a supporter I want back? Yeah, all right. I'm going to get back Raihan. And this guy, why not? I'm going to Iono. I could evolve. No, I'll just Iono here. Give me a switch card. That's not happening. Okay. Do I want to get something else into play? Let's think here. Might as well toss down another Bidoof. Might as well. In case they have like the and yeah, I just end turn here. It's not. I'm okay. I can attack next turn, and I'll have a chance. I can Irida with this cards with the hand I have right now. So I have a chance next turn to win. It's not guaranteed, obviously. I can retreat. I can attach. I can get my switch card too next turn. So that's bad news. That is bad news. Okay, so. Because I don't play Manaphy, so they have game in hand for next turn. All right, let me grab Wugtrio. Let me grab my switch card. And I need to get lucky here. Now I need to get lucky. So, right. And so I've used my supporter. I didn't use him yet, right? So I will attach. So I don't think there's anything in Artazon. I don't think there's anything to Artazon, right? No, which is fine. So I'm going to Skwovet Bibarel and get a Blunder Policy, I guess, just to help me out a little bit. If they need. Okay. See what happens if I hit 3 heads, I win. Probably doesn't happen. Tails, 1. All right. I mean, I've been overly lucky, obviously, at this point, so that's fair enough. Got rid of an energy, and that could be big too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they need to recover energy. If they have an energy retrieval, they need to get them in play though, right? And now, and actually, Misfortune Sisters would be nice this turn as well. All right. So they're bossing me. Okay. All right, so they're stalling me out. I think I want to hit their hand, right? I think I have 2 switch. I actually have 1 switch in deck, right? I think so. Let me Let me see what I have here. 1, 2, 3. So Palkia and Squirtle's what they have in deck. So that's awesome. So I might have just won the game with that play. Because that was awesome, right? Because now that was their energy that they needed. So now, well, that's super awesome. So might as well use my ability first, and then I'll retreat and attack, which probably gets me game. And yeah, I mean this should do it. I hit an absurd amount of heads. I did one head here. If I miss, I probably still have the game from the Misfortune Sisters, and that's game. And the deck worked exactly. It worked better than it's supposed to work that game. You know, the number of heads the ratio of heads to tails was well above what it should have been. And you know, hey, that's the fun of this mill deck. You know, it's very luck dependent with the flipping and all, but it is fun when it comes together. All right, let's see what happens here. I think I'm going to try to kick up the music a little. Well, I'm not going to change it right now. When I switch music, I kind of, the settings get goofed up on me. But I think this music during the play is a little too relaxed for me, I'd say. I think it's kind of putting me to sleep. You know, there are podcasts that YouTubers that bring the energy, you know, and I get that, and I get that's what most people want. But I'm not a bring the energy person. I want to be me and just kind of relax, have some fun. So something more chill is definitely what I'm going for. I think I've overdone the chill. All right, well, that's not great. I mean, it could be worse. Could be worse. Now, you know, the opponent, you should not bench that Pokemon, right? I mean, Pachirisu, okay. All right, so they're going to take a knockout, maybe? Probably, yeah, they got the knockout next turn. I think 10, 20, 60. So they're doing, wow. Okay, well, they're getting a nice setup here. So Pachirisu, Regieleki, Raikou V. So, yeah, it's going to be a rough game. We'll see what we can do here. We will see what we can do. All right, all right, so I think I want a Peonia. See what I get off that first. 1, 2, 3. I need to get some more Pokemon to play, obviously. They might play Artazon, so I don't mind ditching one Artazon. I think I want to attach the DTE. I want these Pokemon. Do I keep... I think I want to keep the Arven, right? Is what I'm thinking. So do I get rid of that? I mean, I really do like that Level Ball, but I think I'll get rid of the Level Ball. Doesn't feel great, but that's my... I don't love these choices, I gotta say. I do not love them. All right, let me get down another Wugtrio because I think... another Wiglett, sorry. Figure they're gonna take out my... I'll sit on the Energy Loto. Just end turn here. It's not terrible. Not terrible spot. It's not a great turn. Look, my opponent went first, which of course is good for them, bad for me. Their single prize deck, that doesn't really matter. I mean, they're just going to blow me up. Research, thank you very much. That I like to see. Electric generators, so they can attack with everything. So stalling, but looks, stalling will be an option though. Still, right? The Relative Lucky VMAX I think has free retreat, so that part's not great. So the Zeraora blows one-shots me because I'm an evolution, so I don't want them in the active. Okay. So let me get down. I think another Bidoof. I have Bibarel, right? So I kind of need Counter Catcher, right? Is that what I want to do here? Need an energy, though. All right, I will take the chance. I'm going to see if I hit my energy. Now I can attack. And so now I'm going to Arven and get my Counter Catcher in my tool, right? This is where Arven comes into play very nicely. And I can hopefully stall them out with the Counter Catcher. Draw some cards with Blunder Policy, or maybe I'll hit all heads. I'm certainly happy with all heads. My opponent with that research made things a little more aggressive, so I want to gust up the Raikou V, right? Because he needs 2 energies. The Zeraora has free retreat, which isn't good, and they one-shot me Zeraora, so I don't like that option. So let's see what happens. I can attack for 30. Don't want to do that, though. Give me some heads. Tails. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. No tails. Well, last game was absurd for the number of heads I got. Now this game's probably going to may just make up for that. The only good thing is my opponent researched last turn, so they dug through their deck a little bit. All right, Fleet-footed. All these draw cards are good. Of course, if I keep missing, so now they're going to retreat. They're going to take knockout. I need to get lucky here, right? I'll Rescue Carrier. I will Iono. I need to hit Reversal, which isn't impossible, or Raihan, right? Or Raihan. So we'll see what happens here. I'm not out of it, but I'm certainly not in the spot I would like to be, right? I think that's very safe to say as well. Counter Catcher, well, that's very good. That is awesome. So Wiglett Wugtrio. I'm going to Counter Catcher. Again, they just have to attach 1 energy from hand, so it's not like my stalling is super effective here. I'm going to attach Blunder Policy. I'm going to have to Iono here, which I don't love, but I've got to get cards, right? I need to get that energy to attack with. So let me see what I can get. Skwovet. I'll grab Skwovet. Just trying to get these engine pieces set up. I will Counter Catcher again, just trying to slow, make them use resources, right? Just make them use resources. I'm going to give them a bigger hand. I'm helping their deck, replenishing their deck with this move. They had 29, now they're going to be at. This is not good. Oh wait, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so I need to Bibarel here. So what do I get rid of? I'll get rid of Erika's and Artazon. It's a pretty nice hand, but I need to hit that energy. That's what I need to do. So I'm going to Skwovet and then Bibarel. That gives me the most cards, 5 cards, because I use my support already for turn. So Energy Loto is great with this. That's even greater. So that's good. So setting up my next turn. Okay. This is good too. Switch in case they are stuck here. They probably aren't stuck in the active, right? But give me some heads. All right. So I've now hit 2 out of 6. That's not the end of the world. Did draw the 3 cards. So 2 is very nice, right? It's when you have that tool attached. So they got rid of some energies. Seeing them burn through the energies is part of what I want to happen. If I can get them out of energies, they got to play at least 12, maybe 14. I don't know the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. EXP share, which does nothing. They know that. Researching again. All right, good. Keep digging through their deck. I mean, they're not discarding a lot with research. That's where they're smart. But okay. They have to retreat the Raikou. He's my target. So I'll just keep. If they get a switch card, that's really good. But if they have to hard retreat again, then I will look to gust him up. Let's see. What's a counter catcher? Wait, do I play just 2 counter catchers though? I might just play 2 counter catchers, which isn't great, right? Okay, it's not. Right now, Energy Loto. Now things are getting dicey. Okay, so do I want to? I mean, I could Irida, which gets me another Energy Loto, right? Which isn't terrible. That might be the play I need to make. Because I need energy, right? I do have a Counter Catcher, but I need energy. So I think I need to grab Energy Loto. I mean, I do have a basic. I mean, if I hit Raihan, I could use that as well. So I could, I'm gonna Skwovet Bibarel because Raihan gets me out of the spot too, right? think that's my play. Yeah, no, I'm Raihan. I mean, I will Misfortune Sisters. That's all I get. Okay, I need to Arven, I guess. Or, yeah, give me the tool and an item, right? Oh, I don't have a tool? That's unfortunate. Okay, but I needed that. That was the big thing I needed. Okay, so I need to hit energy here. I have Counter Catcher. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. So this is okay. It's going along. Maybe if I had paid attention to the tool situation, so just making them attach another energy. You know, they probably have energy in hand. Okay, yeah, okay. Both of my Blunder policies are in the discard pile. I can. All right, 6. That's not bad. Not bad. You know, I'm in the mix. I'm in the race, is what I'll say. They're gonna knock me out. Irida's not terrible. I send up the Wiglett. I can get the Wugtrio, and I can get the. I think I have one more Energy Loto, right? And I will. Yeah, I have one last Energy Loto. So we'll see. You know, again, they have it. The fact that they're having to attach and retreat. That one turn they had the option to try to, I think, retreat to the bench and then use the electric generator. You know, they keep having to burn an energy every time to retreat, and that's kind of my hope here, right? They've gotten rid of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have Raihan. So Raihan's very good. I want Raihan because this way I can attack again, right? So let me Raihan. Energy. I have DTE, so that's good. I don't have any basics, so I need to get some basics down. So I really need Rescue Carrier, but that's okay. I have opportunities for that. So Wugtrio. Make this play. I will Skwovet. And then Bibarel. And see what I hit. So Raihan. Raihan's only good though if I can get another Wiglett down. And I'm missing the Wiglett, so that's not great. That's not great at all. So, right, my one Wiglett's prized. And I haven't got an axe. I haven't got Peonia. So just take a look here. So what do I have for outs next turn? So my Peonia's prized too. So I need Rescue Carrier is the only way. Okay, and I'm out of Counter Catcher. All right, I'm not in a great spot here. So I'm probably going to lose this game, but that is life, right? I can't win this turn. I mean, if I hit 3 heads, which isn't happening at all, because I can't attack next turn. So this is where things get bad. Okay, they lost the free retreat off the Wiglett, but they have the 1 energy attached. So, so they're gonna win. They're gonna win because I don't think I can get them stalled in a stall situation here. But you know, that's a good. You know, that's fine on the Raikou V. And I don't have any gusting in the deck at this point. So I am right. I think I'm pretty certain. Well, I could. I mean, Peonia could get me what I need. I mean, I have to. You know, this turn has to be it, right? I've got to pull it off this turn. Might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all right, I'll send him up. Just because he doesn't get one shot by him, right? I think Pachirisu comes up short there. So I'm going to Arven, I guess. So I get Rescue Carrier. And it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. So I need, I just one Wiglett's fine, because if that one Wiglett gets knocked out, I lose the game, right? So I'm gonna make this play, and I just pass. just pass. My opponent probably wins the game, right? They do, I believe they do 110 with him, but they retreat. Actually, they have game because they just retreat into Raikou, so it doesn't matter. The only way I could have done it was to get a Gusting, which I didn't have. So my opponent has game, attack with Raikou, and that's that. So, you know, didn't do great with the heads that game, and yeah, came up short. But that's, you know, that's part of the Wiglett experience too, right? You hit heads a lot, you win. You hit tails a bunch, you lose, and that's, I like Mill. I don't entirely. I really don't enjoy the feel of Wiglett, I've got to say. So that's probably a pretty fair assessment. You know, heads you win, tails you lose. So if you like that ride, you know, take Wugtrio for a ride.